Okay guys, Leo Gaming here. Today we're going to be playing ourselves a bit of Minecraft. Now, I've already got my seed generated. Well, not generated, but I already have my own seed here. And if you all want to play along with me, I will put this seed down in the description. So go check that out if you want to play along with me. Because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of stuff on this world. Just teaching you all the little tips and tricks for surviving Minecraft. So right now I have the generate structures on, bonus chests, bonus chest, one chest, and then, yep, and then fire spreads TXT explodes by default. And I do play on easy, for more non-experienced players, I would recommend easy. If you want to go a little, I'm pro, something, go normal. Maybe even hard. I would not. I don't ever play hard. I know I have friends who play hard. Me, myself, no. I don't. So here we go. Initializing server. Okay, so what we're going to be going over today, guys, is we are going to be going over where to live, like biome-wise, and all the pros and cons of each biome, and why you should and shouldn't live there. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've already looked at the seed in creative mode, which is helping me pick out my seed. Yep, this is the seed. Okay. So, I am just going to head off in this direction because I already know where I'm going, but I'm going to explain to you guys while I'm doing that. And here's the bonus chest. Okay, good. So you typically want to take everything out of the bonus chest. I don't know why you wouldn't, I guess. Yeah, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't take everything out. Only one torch. But when you do take stuff out of the bonus chest, make sure you just totally take everything. Like, it's there for a purpose. You gotta take advantage of that purpose. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on. So, now I'm going to gather up some supplies while I'm... What on heaven? Okay. Grabbing myself some wood right quick, guys. Anyway, so where am I heading? I am heading to the mountain biome. Why? Okay, let's talk about the mountain biome. Mountain biomes are, like, everyone loves to live in the mountain biomes, mainly because they're tall and they're just an overall very beautiful place. Which, I mean, that might not be the best reason, but hey, it's a reason. But some other perks and benefits of living in the mountain biome. Overall, my favorite choice next to the plains. The mountain biomes, they are the only known biome to hold and contain emeralds. So if you're looking, you're going to be wanting emeralds later in the game, I would go ahead and live in the mountains or somewhere near the mountains. That's probably the biggest pro. And they're just beautiful places to live. Oh, crud. Snap, crackle, pop. Don't do that, guys. If you're playing along, don't do what I just did. There's a cliff there. Be warned. You have been warned. Okay, so that's I'm gonna get up there. Okay, so that's about it on mountain biomes, I think. Let's talk about deserts. Desert is right over there. Jungle. Well, no, let's talk about jungle. If you want a treehouse, I guess that is the only reason I can think of for living in the jungle. And cats. If you want to have a cat farm, or you're just overly obsessed with cats, that's good for you. And yeah, so jungles, cats, plentiful amount of wood. Yep, this is where I was going to live. Plentiful amount of wood and treehouse, wood, and cats. Those are my 3 reasons for living there. Yep, this one is build my house. So, I have already found my place where I want to live. You do not, if you're playing along, you don't have to live where I live. If you want to, you can. Live where... Now, I'm going to give you all the pros and cons of everywhere, and I want you to decide for yourself where you are going to live. So, let's continue on with the desert biome. The desert biome, in my opinion, is just a no-go, really, guys. Like, unless you're really needing sand for some reason, you're planning on building a special house, something of that nature. If you're not planning to do that, I wouldn't live there. If you are, go on ahead. But the main reason for not living in the desert is Enderman. All of you who've played Minecraft before surely know what Endermen are. Endermen attack when caught in a line of sight, when your eyes meet. And out on the desert, this is a bad example. There are a lot of hills over there for some reason. I have never seen as many hills in a desert before. A desert is typically a very flat place. And you can see for miles without end of just things, everything, cactus to animals to creatures. And you do not want to be waking up, well, not waking up, you don't want to be out in the middle of the night and just be walking and all of a sudden, 1,000 miles away, you see purple eyes of an Enderman. That is not what every Minecrafter knows. You guys know what I'm talking about. You don't want to meet up with that. So, deserts, in my opinion, just a bad place. Stay away from those guys. Snow biomes. I believe I saw one. Yep, there it is. Snow biomes. Snow biomes, if you want to, they're great. Well, they're okay. Some pros are the ice. Ice only spawns in the winter biome, snow biome, whatever you want to call it. And I believe the trees, those kind of trees, it's a pretty wood. I use it to decorate my house. That's the only place it naturally spawns and grows. It'll grow here, like if I planted one here, it'd grow. But that's the only natural place it grows. And it has snow. You can collect snow to make snowballs, to make snow blocks, to create snow golems. So those are some of the perks of the winter biome. Plains. I am a big fan of plains. When I build my houses, like I said, I build them on the mountain. Or I build them in the plains. Plains, because the plains is just a great place to start, filled with wildlife and seeds and villages, which there are villages in deserts too. There are also desert temples. But I'll go back to deserts in a second. But plains, just filled with wildlife, all sorts of good stuff at the beginning of the game. Towards the ending and middle of the game, like, they're not as useful as they were in the beginning. They're more useful in the beginning, once you're just starting. Okay. Now, let's go back to deserts. Desert and also jungle both have desert and jungle temples, obviously. Oh, not obviously, whatever. They both have temples where you can find great items, everything from, I do believe I've found diamonds in there before. I'm not sure. I will put that in the description if there are diamonds in desert. Yes, I believe there is, but I'll still put it in the description if there are diamonds in the desert and jungle temples. There's also desert villages, also another perk, living in the desert. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you're one of those people who goes out there and finds a village and just lives in one of their houses, you're a scrub and you need to stop. I'm sorry for hating on them, but you are a scrub. If you just go out, find a village, and then just live there, you are a scrub. Don't do that, guys. Okay, and now, is that all the biomes? Jungle, desert? No, swamp. I haven't gone swamp. Swamp is the only biome that naturally spawns witch huts. So, I'm not sure what the real great purpose is of witch huts. I mean, like, you feel cool when you find a witch hut, like, ooh, this is really where I found it. But from what I've found in witch huts, they don't have a lot of great, amazing supplies. Like, it's not bad. It's not shabby. Good, decent supplies. But nothing outstanding or remotely amazing. Nothing too great about them. And swamp biomes are a great source of mushrooms if you're looking to start a mushroom farm. Mushrooms are wonderful. The only con of mushrooms is they only grow in dark areas. I don't know the exact lighting, but they only grow in dark areas. And you can only plant them in dark areas. And then you use bone meal and you grow them, and then you chop them down, and you have more mushrooms than you start out with. And it can just be an infinite loop of food for you if that's what you want to do. Because, you know, you do you. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. And that'll just be, you'll have an infinite source of food, or you can grow a regular farm like everyone else, or you can have a mushroom farm. I myself haven't done very many mushroom farms, but I may in this world. I might have just like use that as my main source of food. Let's talk about mushroom islands. I think that's what they're called. Those, I've never actually lived on one. Like, everyone knows what a mushroom island is, so I'm not going to go into great detail what that is and the perks and like stuff of it are, because everyone's been on a mushroom island, and you know, like, I don't see any real perks in it other than, hey, you got a mushroom cow, that's nice, and then mushrooms and that special dirt that I can't pronounce. So that's okay, I guess. But I believe that is all of the biomes. If I missed any, leave them down in the comments, and I will add them to the description. Is that? Yeah, I believe that is all the biomes. Okay, so that is it for this episode, you guys, and thanks for watching.